After hours of driving, this is the moment that made every kilometre worth it. We finally rolled through the gates of Kruger National Park. owl in the half light, watching quietly from its perch, and a dung beetle below, pushing its precious cargo with all its might. After sighting like these, every kilometre feels different. You settle a little deeper into the seat, the chatter in your head gets quieter, and it's just us, the Jimny, and the road ahead. We've already had the kind of encounters people dream about, so now there's no pressure. We're not chasing a checklist anymore. We're just letting Kruger decide what comes next. The speed limit might say 50 on tar and 40 on gravel, but the real pace is set by the bush. A slow turn of a giraffe's head, the flick of a warthog's tail, the rustle of something hidden in the mopane. This little Suzuki Jimny isn't the biggest car in the park, but it's become our tiny green time machine. Every cattle grid we cross, a few more years seem to fall off our shoulders. Kruger teaches you to look again. After lions, it's tempting to keep hunting for the next big drama. But this place whispers, start smaller. The news that lions are in the area, the road gets blocked with onlookers. You start to see patterns, impala as your constant welcoming committee, squirrels claiming the same trees, near picnic sites, clouds drifting so slowly it feels like time's been stretched. And then the bush goes quiet. The birds tone it down, the impala bunch a little closer, and you feel it before you see it. An elephant steps out of the tree line. We roll to a gentle stop, engine off. You hear the soft thud of each foot on the sand, the swish of the trunk, a branch snapping like a pencil. In that moment you remember how small you are, but also how safe you feel, as long as you respect his space and his rules. He crosses in front of us, dust glowing around his feet in the sunlight, and then he's gone again, folded back into the bush as if he was never there. Back to driving, webcam passing landscape. This is what a Kruger day really is, long stretches of quiet driving, punctuated by tiny miracles. A hornbill bouncing along a branch, a warthog family trotting with their tails stuck in the air, terrapins sunbathing on a log, plopping into the water one by one as we creep closer. Between sightings, there's space to think. How many people have driven this same road, hoping for their own lion at dawn, their own elephant in the dust, and how lucky we are, in our 60s, to be doing this at all, to pack a flask of tea, climb into this little Jimny, and go and get wonderfully lost in Kruger. Eventually, the promise of that flask wins. We pull into a small rest area, one of those spots that feels like it's waiting just for you. There's the soft murmur of other travellers, the clink of mugs on metal tables, maybe the smell of someone's bacon on the scuttle. We pour our rooibos tea, and my coffee latte set out a simple picnic and just watch the world go by. Sometimes the best sighting isn't on the main road. It's a mongoose begging politely at your feet, or a vervet monkey plotting a biscuit ice from the nearest branch. These slow, ordinary moments somehow feel extraordinary here. As the light softens and the shadows grow longer, we check the time. Gate closing starts to whisper in the back of your mind. There's always one last loop you want to drive, one last dam you want to check, just in case. Maybe you get one more special sighting. Maybe you just get the wind on the water and a fish eagle calling in the distance. Either way, it's enough. We turn the Jimny back towards the gate. A few more dusty kilometres on the clock. A few more memories tucked away. This is why we keep coming back. Not for guaranteed sightings or perfect footage, but for the feeling of being here, small, grateful and completely alive in the middle of Africa. Just when I thought I'd had the best sighting in Kruger, we came across my favourite animal, the rhino, the most endangered in the park. What an amazing moment to see these giants before we left the gate.